Hey, uh, the NFL season has started to kick off. It's in the re-signing phase right now, and there was the combine last week, so I just thought I'd make a quick video and talk about what I think has happened so far with the Eagles and with the combine and some other things around the league. First off, I'll just give my quick recap of the combine that was from last week. Just not that this really matters for the Eagles, but the two top quarterbacks, Andrew Luck and Robert Griffin III, looked really good. Um, I thought neither of them threw, so they only ran and did the um, athletic workouts. But they both ran really well, jumped really well. Both in our numbers were just like Cam Newton's from last year. Griffin's were a little bit better. Luck was kind of right on par with Newton. Um, so I think both of them will be great. They'll most likely go 1 and 2 to Indianapolis, and then probably between the trades up, maybe Cleveland. Um, so so they both look good. No surprises there. As specific, and then there was specifically for the Eagles and guys that they might target how they looked. At linebacker, which I talked about how I think that they should draft in the first round. There were a lot of guys that looked good and who we kind of thought would look good. My favorite guy is Dante Hightower, linebacker from Alabama. I thought he measured well and ran well and looked in the drills. So he's still the highest on my board. Luke Kuechly from Boston College looked really good. I've been a little skeptical of him, I guess, but he actually really did impress me. So, um, not just from that, but if they do take him, I'd be happy with that. I'd rather have Hightower, but Kuechly looked really good. He ran well, he measured well, and he looked great in the drills. So Kuechly looked really good. So that's kind of what happened at linebacker. Um, and if the Eagles don't take a linebacker, they'll probably look for a defensive tackle. And the best position in this draft is defensive line and specifically defensive tackle. There's at least 5 guys who are legit first round defensive tackles, which is really impressive. And all of them I think would be really good. The guy who's everybody talking about and impressed me as well was Dontari Poe, defensive tackle from Memphis. I think he measured in at like 349, and he ran a sub 5 at 40. So that's really impressive. But not only that, he's a really good player. Doesn't matter that if he can't play, if you watch him play throughout the year and also in the Senior Bowl, he's a really good player. So he's a guy to keep an eye out. And then the 4 other guys, Michael Brockers from LSU, Gerald Worthy, Michigan State, Devin Still from Penn State, and Fletcher Cox from Mississippi State. All those guys look pretty good. So they're all potential picks. And then 2 other guys, real quick, actually 3 guys I'll mention. Defensive, and then these guys probably won't be the Eagles' first pick, but in the second or third round, guys that they could target. One is defensive end for Marshall, Rennie Curry. I really like him because he's pretty big. He fits the wide 9 scheme if the Eagles continue to play that. He'll be a really solid defensive end because he can rush the passer, but he's big enough to stop the run. And also on third down situations, he can move inside the play defensive tackle and get that rush. So he's a guy I really like. And then wide receiver in the mid-rounds area, Joe Adams from Arkansas. I've talked about it a few times. I really like him. I think he'll be good. And then the tight end position, I think the Eagles might be looking to draft a tight end because we have Selleck and then Clay Harbor. So maybe looking at either a second or third tight end. And it's not a great tight end draft. There's a couple of guys I like. My 2 favorite guys are Kobe Fleener from Stanford and Dwayne Allen from Clemson. Both of them I think are really good, and I think will be really good. Fleener didn't work out. I think he had an injured ankle or something. But if you watch him at Stanford, he's a really good tight end, and Dwayne Allen's really good too. He's got a lot of potential. So I like both of those guys. So that's just my initial thoughts from the combine. As for the off-season period, probably the biggest thing that the Eagles have done is franchise tag Desean Jackson. Um, I like that. I want them to re-sign him to a long-term deal. I think we need him to have our offense be explosive. I think he's really a vital part to our offense. So I urge the Eagles to re-sign Desean Jackson to a long-term contract. Um, Nothing too much else has happened. Uh, free agent, the actual free agent signing period starts next week, next Tuesday, I think, the 13th. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. The Eagles probably won't be too active, especially not like last year, for variety of reasons. But I think they will bring in, they'll try to bring in one or two starters and then try to just add some depth to the team. And then they'll supplement this all in the draft in April, which is next month. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of things the Eagles can do this all season to get better. They're already a good team. They proved that at the end of the year last year. But there's still some missing pieces that are there to be addressed in free agency, a possible trade, and then the draft. So thanks for watching. See you next time.